Mike Tirico and Greg Olson in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. It'll be a hot one, and off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. Still going inside the 20. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. What a big play there for New England. The gain is 64.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Backed up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal. Stevenson, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
No try and throw. Here's May. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Micah Fitzpatrick multiple times All-Pro in his safety spot to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Portegales for the Patriot field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
A looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. And in motion, it's Diggs. On 1st and 10, here's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's taken in, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone, and a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
In motion, it's Waddle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a man in motion left. Tua, give it to Achan, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That is caught left side by Waddle. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A run up the middle with Achan. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Robert Spillane spills him there.
The 47-yard line brings up 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion here is Washington. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Harold Landry. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the carry, it's Stevenson. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. That's Jack Jones in on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's taken in by Hollins. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, New England.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's taken down.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, Patriots.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll toss right side to Stevenson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. 3rd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. That was in a critical situation. There is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second down, they need 7. To throw is May. Flush to his right, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots take a 10-3 lead.
Dolphins 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now Tua taps it forward. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
It's 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
He takes off. Running 2 yards for pickup there. First down, Miami.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
the bootleg. Here's Tua. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll get this one out to his fullback. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Back to throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Gun. Here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Stevenson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Jack Jones in on the stop.
Jack Jones. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. To throw now. May. Has completed to Douglas. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And a Patriot first down.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now Stevenson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run Stevenson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. May going to look to throw. That's Hooper open right side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Gibson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Patriot first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll look to run with Stevenson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
3rd and short. And here is May. And that is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 22-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score
And the
Patriots
Pats
13,
to tack on 3
Dolphins
more,
6.
extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Marcus Jones on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
To throw is Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to run. That's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's a give to Achane. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's taken down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
A run here with Achane. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
6. And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off play action, it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
At the 33-yard
If there's any
line.
silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the gun, here's Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play, Tua to Tyree, and even 50 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Man in motion here is Washington. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He'll get this out wide. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
The quick
Behind
passing
line
game
scrimmage.
in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
6-yard loss.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead down to 4. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Stevenson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Rasul Douglas, who came in to bring him down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Patriots ready for the punt. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for 2. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's 2. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Tua now on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On the ground, here is H.N. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Man in motion here is Washington. Once again, it's H.N. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
A loss of 2 yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That is fun. What a throw. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Dolphins. It felt like they needed a touchdown right in the worst way after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
16. Patriots 13.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From out of the gun, here's May. Open man, right side. He's got it. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, New England.
1st down, Patriots.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made right at midfield. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Stevenson's got a 1st down and more. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 20.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's May. Throw to the right flat, it is caught. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is May. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. To throw is May. He'll step up and run this. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
It is brought in the end zone. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Borregales now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Pats have taken a 4-point advantage.
Dolphins 16.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Washington now to return it, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
You know, the reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run, and you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble, and you end up losing yardage.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 17.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient, but either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Now a screen set up for H.M. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10.
Gun,
and it's Stevenson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is May. The look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
Not even a play? What was that? Are you kidding me?
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, Patriots.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
This is 3rd and 6. To the air again, Tungavalo. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 54 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll try it now with Achane. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Forced out wide. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return, here's Washington. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now it's Tua. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Jalen Waddle taken down back at the 42.
Now on 2nd and long. Throwing again, it's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Again, it's Tua. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Tua to throw again. To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
The game hanging in the balance, and a critical 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. Tua gonna throw here on 3rd and 1. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. They snap it to Tua. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they